Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Andrew Can, and together we can game. In the last episode of Can Play Far Cry 2, we did a lot of side missions. In this episode, I want to cover something real quick. This Golden AK47. I got a comment from Insane Man 987 who said, wait, at 3 minutes and 55 seconds, did he accidentally find one of the Golden AK47s? There are only 8 in the whole game, and they're the most reliable gun in the game. You can use it for a while if you store it in your primary weapon crate. So it appears I did accidentally find one of the most rare and useful weapons in the game. So that just happened. First of all, Insane Man 987, thank you for letting me know of this. I would have bypassed it and would have regretted it, because if I didn't know, I would not have picked it up. That being said, we are going to be focusing on more story missions. So I'm going to meet back in the town, but I just wanted to give a massive shout out at the start of the episode to Insane Man 987. I always credit people who help me out in my projects. I do my best to do so. So thank you so much for your help. We'll meet at the bus station. Well, before we were going to meet at the bus station, we seem to have other plans. Let's go ahead and take out these people, and if I look, there is a diamond here, so I want to make sure I can do that. Also want to get some more health. There we are. Okay. Ooh, it's not a diamond, it's a tape. Let's go ahead and listen.
Why arms? Why not car parts, radios?
What's the difference? Same job, really. You get up, you get on the phone, you meet your clients, you discuss a fair price, you make a delivery, and receive payment. Sounds boring, but it's not. It's just simple. I'm doing what men have been doing for thousands of years, trading one thing for another. If it's you who wants to attach morality to it, make it evil. Insane. People who work in gun factories in Belgium or the States, they're unionized, right? You think kids making radios in Bangladesh pull down 40 grand a year on a 40-hour week? You start thinking too much about morality. That's insane.
Interesting insights to the Jackal's mind, talking about morality and is what he's doing right or wrong. Let me know your thoughts on that tape. I actually think it's pretty interesting to hear his side of the story. Usually history is written by the victors, so hearing and learning about the man we're tasked to kill I find very interesting. But I want your thoughts on it. I'm going to meet back when we have a new mission, but I am curious your thoughts. Alright, so we are in town. I want to go ahead and get a new mission from the APR. So we are going to go ahead and do that. However, seems the UFLL also gives me the opportunity too. Huh. I want to see what both are offering. See if we can hear anything that interests on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and do that.
Will do. Hang on a second, yeah? Oi, come here, eh? There is nothing come down from Gakumba, so you're out of luck there. But I heard something.
I want to know what you heard.
The APR's got some foreign chap locked up at the lumber camp. The higher-ups are looking for someone to go break him out, in case you're interested.
Huh. So there is someone being locked up.
Check it out, yeah?
Yeah, I'll check it out. Seems to be a new buddy mission, probably. If I were to take a guess, last time someone was locked up, it was a new buddy, being Michelle. Rest in peace. So yeah, I'll go ahead and check that out. I love the missions, and I'm very happy that we get an UFLL mission. I was afraid that I accidentally had made my fate locked in by doing what I had been doing. So it is actually pretty good to see a different option. I love having options in games like this, so having both options makes it really, for me, seem more expansive. And also, one thing really good game design is I love how I don't even really need the map. I use it mostly for my own help, but it gives you a pretty good reading of the area you're exploring just by the map alone and just by the road marks, which is a really good thing of game design. And one thing I appreciate about Far Cry 2 is just, though it's the same mission over and over again, the game is very fun, and it makes those mechanics very fun to play. I never find that it's too much of a chore to be doing the same mission over and over. So I do think there can be some positive repetition. And I think this game handles that pretty well. Speaking of positive repetition, any chance I get to try out my new weapon is much appreciated. I hear someone over here. I do want to go ahead and reload. Probably pick up this health if I were to take a guess. Heal up. We are. I've already rated this, but it's still worth having. So, oh, malaria. You never know where you're going to be when malaria strikes. There we are. Now I do know there's a safe house over here that I want to quickly unlock. There we are. What is that? I have no idea what's firing here. Oh, maybe that was ammo? Possibly. There's still someone around here. Trying to find where he is. There he is. I see you. Are you still not dead? No. You are now. You had a lot of will to live there. And I can now save my game at the safe house. So I want to go ahead and progress the story a little bit, because I had gotten some good feedback from Vice Commando about making sure that I balance the side missions and main story missions, because this game has a lot of both to offer. So we're gonna go this way for lumber. Again, just wanted to prove that I don't really need the map out at all times, that you can follow the road signs, which is decent design. Yes, there's a GPS in my vehicle, but I'm actually trying to focus more on the road signs so I can actually get a source of the world. Because one of my things is sometimes in games you get so focused on a dotted trail more so than the game world, and I'm trying to get better at that. I don't want to get stuck on just the one. So I wanted to go ahead and save. Go ahead. Was able to take that person out. There we are. I do like the reliability of this AK, and I guess it's fitting since my initials are AK. Want to go ahead and make sure I did my best to take all of them out. Alright. Got more ammo, which I like. So he should be, in theory, in here. There we are. Go ahead and take some more first aid. And let's go ahead and see who's in here. I want to see where you are. I want to know your story. In here. Maybe back here? No, okay. Well, it's time to explore. It's probably in the door over there. If I was to take a guess, that makes the most sense. So why don't we go ahead and rescue this person, huh?
What the fuck is happening? Who are you?
I'm Andrew Can. I'm here to save you.
You do all this, make this noise? Where is guards? So you killed them. Okay. I owe you a favor for sure now. Name's Josip. Other guards come soon. We have to leave now. Not together, we move faster alone. I see you at Mike's. I buy you beer, okay? Hey, thanks. I hope you don't die.
Thanks, Joseph. And good idea to probably leave separate. Have a higher chance of survival that way. But we see him at Mike's bar. We get a higher chance of survival. Now, the reason I have this out is because I want to make sure that I'm not missing any diamonds. I don't want to have missed one and then have to do everything over again. That would be kind of bad. Alright, so Joseph is going to meet us at Mike's bar, which is nice. Okay. I want to do my best to drive this. Alright. Okay. There we are. There's the path. I was a little confused. But Mike's bar is not too far away from here, following the road signs. So I don't mind doing this nice little drive. Getting another buddy is going to be useful in the long run. And, I mean, I accidentally killed Michelle, so I'm trying to do more with the buddy missions. So, okay. There's Paula, but I want to go to Mike's bar. He said, I see you on Mike's bar, I buy you a beer. Alright. Another weapons shop too, so all in all, pretty happy with this. See what he has to say.
Hey, good. Hear me out.
Hear you out? Okay.
There's this guy, Commander Davenport. Dude's been running the supply chain. I've been helping out.
Okay.
Problem is, the guy's trying to run his crew out of the old fort. They got nailed, of course.
What more?
Point is, his documents are still at the fort, main building. If you can get him and bring him back, I can finish what the dumbass started.
Are you sure you want to accept? No.
Shit.
Okay.
What's up?
I'm gonna talk to you, Marty.
Glad you're here. Got a little problem.
What do you got, buddy?
There's this Commander Alessi guy. He asked me to deliver this ammo for him. No problem, I said. I did my part. Now he says he won't pay. That kind of makes me mad. See, the way I see it, he doesn't deserve that ammo.
I think that's a fair point. You don't get paid, you don't get the supply.
They got it on this flatbed truck. The truck's on the quayside down the hill from the villa. Think you could go over there and pop that truck for me?
I don't see why not. Let's go ahead and do it. What is my current...
Getting to the good part.
What is my current objective? Let's go ahead and quickly wrapped up. Go to any briefing. Wrapped up my latest business. Cleared some room on my account. Why is it saying that then? Go ahead and talk to you.
All right, man. I knew you were cool. We gotta stick together. I'll see you later.
All right. And I will talk to you maybe another time. Didn't realize I had a different opportunity there. It wasn't too clear. I want to see if I can get more upgrades. So let's see what's in here. Yeah, I have a mission. So when no mission is activated, the arms vendor will appear in the weapon shop. He can offer you these. Pretty nice. Want to go ahead and utilize what I can here. Like explosions. I do, but not today. What I'm looking for. We got 28 diamonds, so that's pretty good. Okay, any upgrade, reliability upgrades, worth it. I like how I can buy these things. I don't want that. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go for the medium kit, and I will check out. Go ahead. New upgrades unlocked. Pretty alright with that. Go ahead. So, I want to see where our next objective is. Where is it close to? Believe it or not, it's not too close to any main point. So that doesn't really give me a good point of reference of where to go. So it looks like we're going to just be driving to it. So Marty got screwed, and since he's our buddy, we're going to help him out. But that leads to an interesting question. If one of your friends got screwed over by someone, would you go out of your way to help them, or would you let them deal with it alone? Personally, it depends the issue, but I think if they're your friends and someone wronged them, as long as it's legal, of course. I should probably preface with that. But I think you should do your best to help your friend out in that situation. Whether it be talking to the person that owes him this deed, or getting down to the bottom of the situation, I think it's important to talk things out and help your friends when you can. To quote a video game character, I fight for my friends. Huh. Wasn't expecting that little fence there, but luckily it was able to bring us onto a path. So we will probably meet back when I am at the mission point, or I see a diamond, whichever comes first. Alright, and we are getting pretty close to the mark. I hear a vehicle behind me. I'm going to do my best to take you out from a distance while using my new weapon. There we are. Alright, so I had to switch vehicles because my other one got trashed going through one of these little stops. So I wanted to make sure that I had a more heavy-duty vehicle to get around in. Alright. Okay, so that being said. Okay. Alright, that wasn't a bad move. Need to be careful. Gonna quick save there. I do want to go ahead and throw out some grenades because I do think they will be useful. Alright, for some decent cover fire. I hear another person just firing away there. Look, dude, I get it. Alright, I get that you want to make sure. Oh. There we are. That's one way to take him out. I don't know where you are. Objective updated. Oh god! That was a... Alright, this time around I'll go a little bit further from the vehicle. That was cool to see though. I want to be a little more careful. I don't want that vehicle to explode on top of me. I don't mind it exploding. I do mind it killing me. Oh no. So I did figure out what is doing that. If you accidentally blow up those ammo caches, it makes sense that they fire like that. And I like that. It actually adds a little bit more of strategy. Now, it didn't say objective updated, so I'm a little curious if that did anything in that regard. Okay. So it appears that the objective is either moved or... Okay, I gotta go back to Mike's bar. So we will meet back probably there, but I do want to do my best to clear this out. I didn't really get a chance to look around here too much. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and meet back. Alright. So we are making our way back to Mike's bar. That way we can see what Marty has to tell us. And maybe also look at a way to get more ammo for the AK. I might just actually go to a safe house, whichever is quicker. But we're making a lot of good story progress this time around. We got a new buddy. We got a Golden AK47. Things are good. Alright, let's see what Marty has to say.
Hey, man. Hey, man. So how'd it go? Did you get that truck?
Sure did.
Nice. We'll teach these guys not to screw with us. Hell yeah.
There we go. Reputation increase, and it doesn't seem he has anything else for us. Let's talk to you again.
My main man.
Don't know about that. So, okay. Mike's bar is no longer a place to go, which makes sense. Alright, so we are going to go to a safe house. But there are some areas around here that I want to go ahead and bust up. We'll meet there. Alright, here we are. Wouldn't be a fight without me taking someone out by hitting them with my car. Here we are. It would appear that someone's sniping. Oh, no, you don't. Should be enough to give me some more ammo for this. Yes. Right? Ooh, gonna gladly take more of those. There we are. 18 out of 57 guard posts rated. And also, there's a new mission at Mike's bar, but I want to go ahead and clear out the other area. So it's telling me to go to Paula the most. And I don't know, do Mike's bar mission count as story missions? They do to me. I mean, anytime I get to increase my reputation with the buddies, I feel it does. But I'm curious what you count, and if you have a distinction. Okay. There we are. Thank you. I wanted to change in vehicle. It's like they knew. Right? There we are. There's someone else following me. But we have a destination we're going to, so they can just follow us all the way there if they want. Alright, and I could have sworn we raided this. I do know that they look the same a lot of the time, so I'm going to chalk it up to that. I could have sworn we raided this. Oh well. Okay, so that exploded. I hear more vehicles revving. I think it might have just been that. Alright. Guard post raided. That is aim. Alright, let's go ahead. Pretty accurate from here. All things considering. And why don't we get this vehicle and get out of here. Make our way to that safe house over there. And you know what? That's going to be it for this episode. That's going to be it for today. Let me know. Did you like how I handled the story missions a little better? I don't know if Mike's bar counts as stories, but like I said, anything with buddies, at least to me, feels like story progress. So that's why I classify it as that. Though if you guys and gals don't believe it is, I'll keep that in consideration. Of course, if you're watching this in the future, then you will have seen the choice I made. But you know what? I thought I was going to make it to my safe house. Apparently, I wanted to check out the waterfall. Let me know what you think about this beautiful water estuary. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. That's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day.